Hello, my fellow Americans. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It's Friday, January 15. The year's 2021. It is day 59 of the Oregon lockdown. Here on the southwest coast, we've just been moved into the extreme level, meaning just about everything's pretty much kind of shut down. And people are a little upset. In fact, tonight there's going to be a meeting of some of the restaurant owners and other concerned citizens, trying to decide what to do. Funny thing happened yesterday. I was at the grocery store up in Mount Pilot, at the Safeway. What happened was I've got that Safeway membership, and they sent me an email and said, hey, you spend $5, you get $5 off, $5 or more. So it's like, hey, that's free money. I was going to be up there anyway. So went in the store and they had 24 packs of water on sale for $2.49. So the prepper in me says, hey, how about I buy 2 packs of those and add to my preps? So on the way out, I had my grocery cart with 2 packs of water I'm pushing out, and this lady in the other line, she checked out just a little bit ahead of me, so she went through the door first, and her cart was loaded. She had toilet paper, water, paper towels, all kinds of stuff. So we're walking out, and I look over, I go, are you a prepper? And she's like, oh my God, no. Her reaction was just way too funny. I guess some people consider preppers something they don't want to be. But, things are pretty grim. It seems like the big tech companies have decided that they're going to cancel out the conservatives. I hope I don't get canceled out. I mean, I'm just one little guy here talking to a few friends that watch my videos. But it seems like they're deciding not to have, the President Trump on Twitter or Facebook or anything anymore, and talking about how he incited an insurrection. You just gotta laugh. At least I have to, because it's just so ridiculous. If he would have had a sword or whatever, and he was leading the charge up the Capitol steps, yeah, and he got defeated, yeah, I would say that was an insurrection. But I've seen what he said, or watched what he said, and listened to what he said a few times. No. I mean, between Pelosi and Maxine Waters and a few of those others, Cory Booker, some of the things they said were a lot more insightful than what Trump uttered. But, it's going to be really interesting how history is going to be written about the year 2020 and what's coming so far, what's happened so far in 2021. It's going to be real interesting what the history books say. But I've seen where New York wants to outlaw body armor for public citizens, so regular people, no more body armor. In fact, there was some calls that for people who associated with Trump, worked for Trump, supported Trump, that they basically be blacklisted. Don't hire these people, don't allow them. I mean, it is really getting serious out there. In fact, it's so serious that if you try to get the book 1984 by George Orwell, good luck. And the thing is, the sad part is, I think I mentioned before, that people are losing hope. People are afraid. People don't know what to do. They don't know how they're going to make it from one day to the next. And that's not a good place to be. It really is not a good place to be. that's why, you know, I prepare. That's why we have preparedness meetings. And we talk about, in fact, we have one coming up tomorrow. We're going to talk about uh, sharing our plans. You know, what are your plans? Bring your plans. Tell people what your plans are so other people might learn from you, and then you listen, you might learn from other people. But it's just this overall feeling, and it's not really gloom and doom. It's just more of like, kind of like the weather, just kind of, you know, dreary. It's just not fun. It's just not invigorating. It's not motivating. Because people just don't know what to do. I mean, beyond, you know, stocking up so you could just stay put for an extended period of time. But beyond that, what to do? And not everybody's fortunate enough to be able to just stay put. Some people have to earn a living so they can pay their bills. And that's rough. It really is. In these times it's rough. And gasoline prices have gone up. I mean, it's everywhere you look. It just seems like there's something is wrong, and it's like, what next? And after what they're doing with these big tech companies, you know, they kicked Parler, they got rid of Parler off of the AWS servers. You have to wonder, what if they don't want you? They could do to you what they did to Trump. And the other thing is, you know, this vaccine. A friend of mine's daughter is a firefighter, and she was told she had to have the vaccine. Well, she got the vaccine, she had to go to emergency. Bad reaction. It could have been prevented. They should have known that because of who she is and where she's from. Wasn't a good idea for her to have a vaccine, get that vaccine. But I can see it where in order to go to the store, you might have to have a vaccine. And some people are just fed up with the mask. You know, they just don't want to wear the mask anymore. To me, I wear the mask. I'm just rolling with it. Like I said, you know, I kind of have to. But, you know, does it do any good? Well, I hope so. But I'm not 100%, you know, backing up. In fact, I talked about it in a previous video about the effectiveness of it. And I think I even showed a couple different masks. But these times, this 2021 is going to be a very telling year. And I guess we're going to get another stimulus check, which, by the way, check this one out. Some people, instead of getting a direct deposit or a check in the mail, they got a little Visa card. You know, with their $600 on it, so they can go use it. Now, if you think about it, there's a few things happening here. One thing is somebody's uncle, brother, or cousin, or friend, buddy, probably got some fat government contract to send out a bunch of those cards. Because you know, that costs money to do that. Probably a lot more than it did to just, you know, direct deposit it. So somebody's making money off of that. I think that should be investigated. The other thing is, with those cards, they know who you are. Now they know where you spent it and what you bought with it, to some extent. Because I like that one meme. $600 won't even pay half my rent, but I can buy a gun and ammo. I really like that meme. In fact, can't even find hardly any ammo on the shelves, and if you do, the price is through the roof. Ditto trying to find a decent gun. And you see, that's one reason why you have to prepare in advance. In fact, I was talking to one friend, and he said his wife's finally coming around to buying a little extra each time she goes to the grocery store. And I told him, I said, just tell your wife next time she goes to the grocery store to look at the shelves and look for blank spaces. And then just pay attention every time you go in there just to see if the blank spaces are increasing or decreasing. Because we all went through that toilet, well, I didn't go through it, but a lot of people went through the toilet paper scare. That's just something I've always stocked up on it, because it just makes sense. You know you're going to use it, and I just buy enough so I don't have to worry about it. I don't even think about it. And then if I'm in the store and I see it's on sale, or I see it get a coupon in the paper or in the email, then I go stock up as many as I can get on that coupon. But other than that, stocking up, I mean, one thing you might want to think about is where and how you get your information. Because it's quite possible you wake up and cell phone don't work, internet don't work, radio and TV ain't working. What would you do? It's a serious question. What would you do? I mean, I'm thinking, if that were to happen, would I venture off the hill here? Walk over to a neighbor's? Say, hey, did you hear anything? Because chances are they didn't. So what would you do? Would you chance leaving your place, going into town? You don't know what you might find. In fact, there was an article. I put it out on the Southwestern Oregon Preppers Facebook page. It's by that guy Selko. And he said that, you know, the one thing, when he went through that, was the Balkan War, I think it was, that when it first started, most people didn't really think that much about it. They thought things would return to normal, you know, soon. Things got worse, way worse. Things never returned to normal. So that's just something to keep in your mind. You know, I've talked to some people, oh yeah, it's all going to get better. People are going to get vaccinated. We're all going to go back to normal. Not anytime soon. I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't even take the long odds on that. No, I see this as a power grab. And the thing is, I'm not really sure to what end. There's this master plan in place, I would imagine. You know, some people call it Agenda 21 or Agenda, was it 2050 or something? World depopulation. Something about only having 500 million people on the planet. I'm not really sure. But I think the best thing to do is just pay attention, do what you can, stock up, you know, have some tight-knit group. In case things get really bad, you might have to defend yourselves. Against who or what, I can't say. But, you know, you just have to remember when the Civil War happened, you know, brothers fought brothers. Houses were divided. Will it come to that? I don't know. I'm not looking forward to it coming to that. But I'm prepared for if it comes to that. Because when you fail to prepare, then you are preparing to fail.